Yeah, but I'm saying it's all about the man seed.
It's all about the man
Listen
seed.
to what the brother said. It's the sons of Jacob. He didn't say the sons of the 4 wives, Rachel and all that. He said the sons of Jacob. It wasn't about the woman. As I said, the man can take carries the seed. So it was about what the man plants.
Establish upon men.
So from Palestine, right, from the Near East, right, you come into Europe, and there are white people there. Right. You kill the men, you have children with the white women.
Yeah.
At some point, they're no more.
See,
They're not going to come out dark. They're going to come out looking like you.
Why? Because
That's how it goes, man. It could depend on
Okay,
there's no
for
skin.
instance, me, right?
Right.
I'm not dark as this brother here.
No.
My dad's black,
Well, yeah, exactly.
right? If I have sex with a white woman, have a child with that
Gonna
white
probably
woman,
come out lighter than him.
it ain't gonna look like me. Gonna look like you probably.
Right. So where are the? Because there's when a woman falls pregnant, there's a 50-50 chance.
Of
You
what?
either have a son, you either have or you have a daughter.
Yeah.
Were there any mixed
you can't mix it.
females?
No such thing as mixed, man.
Mix
Right.
it.
So they were.
You are what your
You
father
are
is,
what
bro.
your
There's
father
no
is,
such
that's
thing
it.
as mixed.
The seed.
what your
A
father
woman has no seed,
No
man.
matter what you look like.
Has no seed.
Your dad could have been Chinese and slept with a white woman. You come out looking how you are now. It doesn't matter. You're
generations
Chinese. It don't matter if you look like a white
People
person.
came in, had white women pregnant, right?
Generations.
Generation.
Thousand years.
But there
remember.
was
Long
some.
hard sex with white women.
1,000 years. Remember that.
Bro, this ain't even that hard.
Bro,
It's not that hard, man.
But they were
if
bound
you
to be.
smash a chick that's jet black, yeah,
Right.
that
some
kid
Zulu
is
thing.
your seed. If that son goes and smashes another jet black lass, yeah, that's still of your seed.
So I go and smash a jet black
Yeah,
chick,
yeah.
and then a woman comes out.
So what?
Yeah, so
it's
what?
still your
It's still
seed,
your
isn't
seed,
it?
Right. It's still mine.
All right.
That's right.
All right.
Okay.
Then she goes.
She
and
goes
sleeps
and
with
has sex.
Yeah, with a heathen.
With a
Yeah.
black.
That's
fella,
nothing to do.
right? Is she not then reverting? And then she has a son.
Basically,
What?
if you have a
Where's the
daughter,
son?
if you have a daughter,
Right.
she brings back other people's children.
That's it.
If you have a son, he brings back yours.
Bro, let me break it. I'm gonna break it down to you real simple. Listen.
You want to read it again?
Yeah, read it again.
This is Numbers 1 and 18.
Knocking on a
I'm
brick
gonna do
wall.
a BBC bite size. Go on.
And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month.
So everyone gathered together. The whole, everyone in Israel is gathering together. And what was the purpose of this? Go on.
And they declared their pedigrees.
So they declared their pedigree. Now, I don't know what the brother said before, but pedigree is essentially your family line.
Your tribe.
You go up, well, pedigree is your entire family line. So, for example, if you go into the book of Matthew or the book of Luke, it will give you the pedigree of either Joseph, leading down to who the world calls Jesus Christ, or Mary leading down onto who the world calls Jesus Christ.
Joseph.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Joseph had nothing to do with Jesus' conception.
Well, we can get to that.
Why
after.
do we follow his line?
We can get to that after. Very simply, a pedigree is going to be a family line, yeah? So that means, and do you know how your family line is calculated?
I'm familiar with it. I don't know exactly.
How is your family line calculated then? How would you find out where your origin goes back to?
Trace back. You trace back.
Okay, but then
People
which side do you trace back from?
Your mum's.
Because, for example, you can trace back through either your father or your mother. Because if you trace back through your mother, it's going to go one way. Through your father, it's going to go another way. How are you going to work it out?
Yeah, but then you trace everybody in.
No, but then
Because you're
that's-
not the
but then
product
that's
of
gonna
one.
be inconclusive.
You're not the product of
That's-
only
that's-
one lineage.
Well,
You're the
well,
product
thing
of
is-
two
okay.
parents, four
Well,
grandparents.
Okay, well, I'm going to break it down.
Can
If that's how you're doing it, bro, I'm gonna break it down to you how the Bible breaks it down. Because the thing is just like in the world, there's myriad people. Some people go through their mum, some people go through everyone in the family. They might go through the woman for like 3, or the father for like 3, and then go to the mother's side. So that's just a bunch of confusion. The thing is what this is a thing where what matters, what is incredibly important to your survival is who your father's 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 father was.
Get Joe Biden.
And that's how the Bible gets
Get Joe
down.
Biden.
Go on.
And it says, after their families,
After their families, okay, so like you said, that could, if we were just to read that could be, the great grandmother, it could be the great auntie, it could be it could be the stepdad, for all we know, that's just family. But how you know, where's the point of delineation where we can actually get some order and structure?
Okay, right.
Right, so it's
hold on, no, it's not finished.
strictly patriarchal lineage.
It is about patriarch. I told you the word patriarch or patriarchal goes back to the word
strictly a
father.
patriarchal lineage.
Let's finish because I'm just talking. Let's see what the Bible says.
By the house of their fathers.
The house of their fathers. So the lineage going through their fathers.
Is this Kings? What is this?
This is Numbers. This
Numbers.
is the books of the law, mate.
Numbers 1, chapter 1.
It's in the Bible.
When they're still in the wilderness. So this is
King James.
and this is done through. This basically sets pace. Because the thing is, you know, we can grab Matthew and grab the line. We can just read some of it. Because the thing is there's some interesting points we can bring up. Because you know, we understand the Bible. We can poke in and out and clarify that this is definitely the method they use. Go on.
Right, this is Matthew chapter 1, verse 1.
Or Genesis 10.
The book of the generation of, and I'm going to read it verbatim,
The generation, the origins,
Yeah.
the source of,
of Jesus,
who the world called Jesus Christ. Go on.
right? The son of David,
Son of David.
The son-
Hold on. Wait, his mum. But who did David's lineage go through?
Right, so-
You know, Solomon came on the throne after. Who was Solomon's mum? Bathsheba. Why didn't they mention David and Bathsheba?
Right.
It just said David.
Right. So from King David, we have to come all the way to what everybody knows, calls Jesus. Right. From the line of Jesus is supposed to come from the line of David.
Yeah.
That's why his parents, went to the census, right? Because they were supposed to go back.
They didn't go to census because of that.
They were supposed to go back to where
the
you're.
reason why they went back to where they were coming from.
Right.
Is because Rome had conquered.
Right, so you're supposed to go back
what
from
they
where
call
your
the state
lineage
of
was
Judea.
from. Right, so you're supposed to travel back to the
No.
census
That's
to where.
What you need to understand is that traveling back, that is a Roman custom. Do you understand that Israel, as it's called, the land of Israel, was conquered by Rome in that time?
Yeah.
So it was at that time it was the state of Judea. That's
Right.
why it mentions who the Caesar was, and it said in the time of the taxing, because
So
they were under
presumably
taxation.
Jesus would be from the line of David only through Joseph.
Of course, yeah.
Of course, on one line.
That's why it
One
gives
line.
us hope.
That's
About one line.
You know-
However,
we can-
in the Bible,
because the
in the
thing is,
Bible.
we're just talking. We need to clarify.
Right.
Right, but there's some things.
Well, you're gonna have to listen because we need to.
Yeah, but I'm
we need
trying to
prove
answer.
it. The
I'm
Bible
trying
says
to ask a
prove it.
question
You can't
here.
answer without
trying to-
Let me get this, then you can ask your question. I'm not gonna stop. But we just need to clarify because we're recording. It's for the sake of the message being clear to everyone who watches. Go on. We're not just talking. This is in the Bible.
Matthew 1 and 1. The book of the generation of Jesus, the son of David, the son of Abraham.
Son.
Abraham begat Isaac.
Yeah. So why didn't it mention Sarah or Sarai?
Right, fine. We have established
So you
it's
know
a patriarchal
clear.
line.
Right.
It's a
And,
patriarchal line in his
do you
genealogy.
accept that
Yes.
that's how? Okay, cool.
For the
So, well, then
purposes
let's
of this
get down.
discussion, it's a patriarchal line.
Yeah, but then
right?
because
now,
of now,
what's
Okay, well, go
Jesus'
on, go on.
mother's name and what's her title?
Mary's title is absolutely nothing.
Unimportant.
mate.
Yes,
Right, is it unimportant? Then
Yes,
how
it
did
is.
Jesus
Mary's
come
just
around?
Mary,
Lord
mate.
cursed
Right,
out.
Mary's
Mary's
just
just
Mary.
a- she's just a
Otherwise
woman.
known as the
No, she's not
Virgin Mary.
No,
but she's not the Virgin Mary.
She's
That's
not known
another
as
lie.
anything else,
That's
bro.
another lie, mate.
Mary's just Mary, bro.
Young
That's
woman Mary.
She's just Mary. She wasn't a virgin. She had probably
Oh, what's the
violent,
Hebrew word?
passionate sex with Joseph.
The Hebrew word, I don't know what the Hebrew word, I know in Greek,
Because there's two.
virgin, it just
There's two.
referred to
There's two
a young
words.
woman.
There's two.
Yeah, but there's
So
two
she,
words.
was, so she was supposed to have been just a young
Bafwala.
woman. Virgin
Bafwala.
is just in English,
Yeah.
right? And if you have it in German, it's young Mary, right?
Yeah,
And things like that.
Al-Ilma and
Which means young.
Al-Bafwala.
Means young.
However,
I'm just explaining to you. The word virgin
So
in that
it's not,
scripture.
yeah, it's not the same as we think of it now.
Right. So that explains that there's two different meanings. So which one is it?
Yeah.
Is it young
is it-
woman
do you
or
know
is
which
it
one it
immaculate?
No, is it
it's not
a
immaculate.
woman that's not had sex before,
Right,
Called
or is
Bafwala.
it a woman of marriable age?
Yeah, I'm out.
right. So
Both
you
of them
think
in the
it's-
English it says
no,
virgin.
Yeah, yeah,
Bro,
but
in the
translated
Hebrew-
like that. Yeah.
Bro, but the thing is, it doesn't matter what we
Ilma.
think.
Ilma.
We deal with what's actually in the Bible.
Right.
The thing is what language
So
was
what's
the Bible originally
Joseph's
written?
connection to Jesus?
It's his dad.
Biological
Bro.
father, man.
How
Bro,
did
hold on,
Mary?
before-
How did
before we
Mary
jump-
fall pregnant?
Bro, before we jump
They
to
had
that,
sex, man.
Bro, before we jump
So
to
she's
that,
not
hold
the
on,
immaculate.
no, before you jump to that, we need to clarify. Because like you said, there's two words. There's two words. If there's
So
two
is she a
words
woman of
and they have
marriageable
two
age?
completely different
Is she a-
meanings, we need to know which one's being used.
Right, so-
That's how we gain
So
understanding.
she's the one of marriageable age.
Yeah, she was a right.
You agree, yeah?
Yeah, but I mean, for the purposes of this discussion and having it
I
forward.
mean, the thing is, if you don't agree, then we can prove it. Because we can just go to the where it says, you know, a virgin,
Who's
you know,
got a Bible
it says a
dictionary,
virgin
man?
shall, what do you call it? Shall
Bible
bear,
Isaiah.
shall
Go
conceive,
to the
shall,
word
I can't read
Conceive,
that
which
word.
means to take
A virgin shall conceive
Yeah,
bring
so
forth a
do you know
son.
what word is
and
used?
bring forth the
What
Messiah.
does conceive mean? What does conceive
No,
mean?
we don't need to, let's not jump around. We just
Today,
attack the
presumably,
point
they
relentlessly.
would think of a woman being
Bro,
giving birth,
what
but
word is
conceiving
used?
is falling
'Cause
pregnant.
If you don't know which word you can just grab it. Go on, grab the script, read the scripture, and then grab the word afterwards. Because the thing is, you know, we're not just going to mention, oh, there's two words, then that's just up in space and doesn't matter anymore. It's key to understanding what the point you're going to bring out afterwards. Understanding this word is key to our explanation of it. Go on.
Isaiah chapter 7 verse 14. Therefore the Lord himself shall give you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive
A virgin shall conceive.
and bear a son,
So let's, okay, well.
And his name will be,
Bro,
and his name will be,
and shall call his name Emmanuel.
oh.
what's that mean?
That's the title. I told you.
Means,
So when I asked, what's Jesus' name? You said, I'm not telling it to you.
bro.
He's just told you his name is
okay,
Emmanuel.
look, you know, I'm gonna throw your bone. His name is
another-
Yahweh Shai. That's his name. So anyway, like, so let's go to the word virgin. What word is that? Which one do you think it is? Do you think it's woman of marriageable age or never been touched?
Just to follow on your thread.
Well, the
we're
Bible
gonna
says
get the
not
word.
about
We didn't write the
I'm just
Bible.
asking
What
if
does the
you-
Bible
okay,
say?
if you don't know, cool, we'll get. Which one is it?
This guy said he's an ex-preacher, you know, by the way.
It's fine. I would expect him to know, like to not know. Well, no one teaches this.
Right, ready?
The only time that's got mentioned is at the start of Snatch.
Yeah, that's
A lock, stock, and two smoking barrels.
The Hebrew word,
No, it's Snatch. It's Snatch.
One of them.
the Hebrew word for virgin is Ilamah,
Alama, let's see what it means.
right? It says virgin, young woman
Young woman,
of marriageable age.
marriageable age. So that's what it's talking about. And the thing is,
It's-
do you want us to go to the other word to prove that that
want you
word?
to go to
this
Greek.
is the one, huh?
I want you to go to Greek.
Huh?
To Greek. I want you to go to Greek. Because, yes,
Which one was
the
that?
Old
Okay,
Testament.
look,
The Old Testament.
I'm gonna throw you another bone. So what you need to understand is in the New Testament, what time was the New Testament? What time was the New Testament? What period of time was that in? The Romans, yeah. And what time were the Romans dominating the world? What time was the Roman Empire instated?
That must have been 2,400 some odd years ago.
Well, a bit after that, because before the 400 years that you're adding on, that was that was the Roman states. The Roman states, what are they called? When they were city states. Before
The
it became an
expansion.
empire, I'm talking about the empire. Because the Greeks were dominating. The Greeks had way more dominion over the earth. And when you add on the 400 odd years,
Right.
or the Medo-Persians.
Right. So I will grant you that the Old
we're talking about
Testament.
this time.
What?
It's talking about 2,000 odd years, give or take 2,000 years. Yeah. This is what this time.
So at the
period is.
time of the birth of Jesus,
Of course. That's what it,
that's when they started writing the Old Testament.
No.
The New
I'm
Testament.
saying the New Testament. I'm
Right.
saying what time was it descripting?
Right.
2,000 years
descripting,
ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
Some more
Just
2,000
talking
years
about
ago,
2,000
after
okay.
Jesus was born.
Excellent.
We have the.
Okay, so then
there's
2,000 years ago, do you know how much of the scriptures was recorded? You know, what we call today is the Bible. What parts of it were in existence? You know, I'm going to throw you a bone. You know, the law, the prophets, the histories. Yeah? That's what was written. The law, the prophets, and the histories. So now, when it describes, you know, people in the temple speaking from the Bible, when you have grab a, where is it, man? I believe it's in like John, when he says right now the scripture is fulfilled.
Yeah, we
before
just
you.
read that in.
Okay, well grab it, because I'm gonna give you the understanding. Because what
Right, you're using the
understand all
Bible as
this.
proof for the Bible.
Bro,
right?
I'm losing
which
the
is
Bible.
which is circular reasoning, which is a fallacy.
what?
You can't base
Of course, it's a
any-
logical fallacy, but we're not dealing with logical fallacies. You came up
We're
to
dealing
debate.
with logic.
You came up to debate men of faith. We have faith in these scriptures that they're
Right,
true.
but what
I'm
do you
not
base your
gonna
faith
argue
on?
logical fallacies.
What
I'm
do you-
making an appeal. You know the appeal to
You're-
authority fallacy. I'm making an appeal to authority.
You're
'cause the
making an
Bible's the
appeal to
authority.
faith, not to authority.
No, it's the Bible's the authority over the earth, mate.
Right.
That's-
Now the
that's-
problem is
that's the appeal.
you're saying you're asking
Appeal
me.
to authority.
You're asking me, and
I'm
then-
copping out logical fallacies all day, mate. We're dealing with faith, mate. We're not dealing with logic.
Great. So what
if you
you're
wanna have the
asking
logical
me-
debate, you've won. You've won. Do you want me to shake your hand? You've won.
No,
this day.
because I haven't.
You've won this
The
day.
point is not winning.
You've won.
The point
I had
is
to
not
rely on a
winning.
logical fallacy to lose the argument.
No, the point is not winning. What I was trying
Okay,
to
well,
answer.
okay, what's your
right. My question was, if you want to know when in time the New Testament was written, I could tell you that it's
Bro,
decades.
I didn't ask you
It's
when it was
decades.
written. I said, what time is it describing? What time is it talking about?
Of course, it is describing the time of when Jesus was
Yeah,
alive.
then okay, so then what is what you're saying got to do with
Now,
anything?
what do you know about
the reason,
Jesus
the only
being a
reason I'm bringing it
child?
up is so we can know the Roman Empire was.
What do you
ruling.
know about when Jesus
Because
was a
you're-
child?
'cause you
Have you
know,
read the
you're-
Chronicles of Infancy and the Chronicles of Judah?
Bro, what about the Chronicles of Jasher, of Enoch's? I think there's all Jubilee.
Have you read them?
Mate,
No,
there's
they're
all
the
kinds of
olden
books,
ones.
man.
But the Chronicles-
the thing is what's been certified is the Bible, mate.
Right, certified by some people that you say are not.
By look, another appeal to authority.
No.
By God, it's heaven.
No, appeal to that. But the Bible was put together by the whitest man that has ever ruled this country.
Yeah,
with
exactly.
That one was
You
King
know, you go in
James.
the front, it says
King
Cambridge.
James, didn't I tell you that we ruled during the Dark Ages? King James was a so-called black man. He was an Israelite man, and he
Now, if you're talking about
translated the
printing
Bible.
it,
Right.
the whitest guy on earth is printing it. that's
Oxford
correct.
University.
But the guy who put the book together, he was a black.
He was a
He was
so-called black man.
incredibly dark.
That book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what
James,
book was put together at the Council of Nicaea?
Bro,
no,
you know,
no.
just so you
So
know,
Moses
at the
didn't
Council of
write
Nicaea was a bunch of black men with beards and afros.
Constantine was a
First of
Negro,
all,
man.
You know, Constantine was a black.
I told you,
someone
we
could
were doing
grab
the
the
Dark
picture on the
Ages.
phone
Yeah.
of Constantine. You can even grab the one of him with his mama. I think I've got it in my Dropbox somewhere, but I can't be asked to look.
I told
Maybe I'll
you
look.
to-
If you really want to see it, I can show you a picture of Constantine and his mama, which they look dark as hell.
With afros. I told you we ruled during something called the Byzantine Empire.
Look,
I
what you
did
need
tell
to
you that.
understand
I mean,
is-
I do know about the
is-
Byzantine
is-
Empire. It was
is
something
what
that
was ruling.
stretched, and when I studied,
you know what your
King James
point
was
of
not white,
confusion
man.
is that you're looking at Christianity. We're not dealing with Christianity.
No, we're not.
What
We
are
don't
we
deal
dealing
with the
with?
Immaculate Conception. We don't deal with the Trinity. We don't deal with the virgin birth. We don't deal with original sin. All those
man's
doctrines,
wisdom, that's all man's
BS
wisdom.
doctrines.
right? So, in your particular brand of faith, how many? I mean,
There's my boy Constantine right there.
That's a dark-skinned man. That ain't no white man.
okay, I'll throw you a bone. That's him.
Hey, I've thrown you like 7 bones, man. All kinds of love.
That's him.
You
Show
from
me.
a body, man. You from a skeleton.
Go on, then, what-
Do you know you can still go and see a couple of emperors' skeletons? You can go and see
You
them.
can go. You can go see the icons. You can actually go and
Someone's
see some of the
having fun.
icons. Yeah, someone's having a real good that night. But you can actually go and see there's icons all over
Right.
Europe.
Yeah,
you can
Russian
just go
icons,
out there
Right.
and see
And when
them,
you
man.
go to Istanbul,
Even in Denmark,
there's
they
some
should
bones
be
there you can see, right?
Yeah, excellent.
Of
If someone, it's
of
definitely
some
someone's
emperor,
bones.
of some
Definitely someone's
emperor,
bones. But guess
which
what?
I would-
An image. But listen, just what I need to understand. The thing is just like some of these cathedrals were built like 1,000 years ago. Where are these black men that were in slavery? Remember, niggas were in slavery. Black men were in slavery in America, on the islands, in Brazil, all over the world. Where were these guys escaping to go to Eastern Europe to paint pictures of themselves in cathedrals? When did that happen? Because otherwise, I don't know why these icons are there. Where is these white people go? Now, in the modern day, you know what the Renaissance is, yeah? The Renaissance is when the so-called white man came back into power. After then, the art style completely changed. There's a bunch of white people everywhere. So where are these black men in Eastern Europe? Who are these people painting these black men in Eastern Europe all up on cathedral walls? I need to know. It doesn't make any sense. Why would white men paint a bunch of black-faced niggas on some walls when they hate them and they put
Crowns
them in
on their
slavery?
head, exactly.
Don't make no goddamn
All
sense.
on the cathedrals in the
You're
glass
talking about
stained
some bones,
glass
but
stained
bro, you can
glasses
actually go and look at these images yourself.
as saints.
And the thing
did.
is, that's a painting.
did.
Who is drawing? Bro,
Most
where are
of the
these
fresco-
blacks drawing paintings?
most of the
Frescoes
frescoes.
and all that.
Sorry?
No, it's said frescoes. Go on, say what you say.
Most of the fresks. It's in East Europe, it's in Ukraine,
Yeah, why
it's
is
in
there a bunch of
Romania.
black men on there?
They're
In
not
Denmark
black.
too.
Bro,
I've been.
you know what? We
I've
don't have
been.
the sign.
They are black.
Yeah,
There's
look,
the
look,
whitest
just-
men.
I don't know. What?
No,
What?
you know.
Where
Right,
are
look at this, look at this, look at this, right? Look at this.
That's
She's
not a black man.
Yeah, there's not a black man. There's a black baby. Do you know
Well,
why
that's
there's
Marion,
black?
That's Marion.
Yeah, that's
Why?
Mary and
Okay, tell me
Jesus.
why it's black. Go on, tell me.
Because it's 500 years old.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna
and
say
it's
something
Yeah,
to
safe.
that.
okay, you know what? If that's what you're gonna say, then I don't know, man. Maybe
go on.
maybe I should just chop my foot off and put it in my own mouth and choke myself to death, man.
it, yeah, probably.
I'm wasting my time.
Basically,
Look, the thing is regardless. What
I mean,
the
if
main
it-
point is that you know you're trying to say what were you even trying to say about Jesus? What was even the point that you were going to make? Because you were talking about it says a virgin shall conceive. Well, we showed you what the word virgin means. A young woman conceived a child. It happens today, man.
Right.
A child just got
It's not hard
conceived.
to believe, man. Look at all
Another
these
child just
people,
got
man.
conceived.
The Lord recorded his life.
I don't know, make your point.
The common interpretation of a virgin's
Well,
health.
we don't deal with a common interpretation. Like I
You
said,
deal
we
with
don't
an
deal with
interpretation of the Bible.
Well, well, go on,
what it says.
present your point. Present your gun. Then.
Right, so if I can...
let him present his
Now, the Bible tells you about slavery and everything,
Yeah.
right? In the first 3 books, right?
Yeah.
It tells you can own slaves. It tells you that you can beat them really rather badly as long as they don't die that day. And it tells you what the procedure is for enslaving someone,
Yes, yes,
right?
yes, yes.
The owl, the earlobe,
you put it out for
and right, you do that. You do that. Now, my question is, who wrote that?
Black men,
Right. What? Who were the slaves?
white men. Nah, bro, everyone's been in slavery at some point, man.